finish though. Let him finish.
Yeah, I gotta let him. I heard it before. That's why. But it's so wild the way he thinks of himself, and it's funny because he's like the only one who thinks like that. Like we ain't saying you ain't great, but bro, you hyping it too much.
Let's see if he makes a point. So long.
When I went for 40, when I went for 41 in Game 7,
let's go.
Sent him home.
Now hold on, let's
that's
I got some shit to say about this. I got some shit to say about
I
this.
want to YouTube this.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
When he threw his jersey,
all right,
out.
yeah, right.
That's what I wanted to talk
all right,
about.
that's two different years, y'all. You know what? I can't get past these Celtics and P. Pierce. Let me fly to Miami.
He said he couldn't get past Paul.
I can't get past these Celtics and P. Pierce. I don't know if he said it, but that's what I thought. I ain't saying I'm better than LeBron.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
But any given day, I can be.
Are you better than Dwyane Wade? I've seen this argument.
All right, now let's talk about this.
Are you better than Dwyane Wade?
All right, accolades. He got more accolades than me. Yeah, he got 3 championships. I got 1. Okay, let's stop right there. No, listen. Listen.
No, I want to hear this.
All right. You telling me if you need a bucket down the stretch, who you want, Dwyane Wade or me? Let me ask y'all this.
Dwyane Wade.
Dwyane Wade. The nerve of him.
If you want to win the ball too.
So
Paul Pierce is wild, bro.
Dwyane Wade put an entire 2 months back with no KG.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He can't compare nothing that he did with Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade won before before LeBron and before Shaq. He got one by himself.
No, he had Shaq when we had one.
No, he had Shaq, but he had an older Shaq.
Bro, he had old Shaq.
He's just fresh from the Lakers. We are talking about old Shaq. He was fresh from the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers booted him out.
Bro, he was old Shaq when he was on the Lakers. That's why they left him.
A championship winning Shaq. That's what he had. Fresh from when the last championship they won with Kobe? Oh, what? Him and Kobe won. What year was that? When him and Kobe won in the Lakers?
2000 and.
Shaq averaged 19.6 points.
The first year with the Heat?
Yeah, when they won 19.6.
And what did D Wade average?
He was averaging 34 or something like that.
Come on now. That man put Shaq on his back, bro.
He was putting Shaq was putting up Scotty numbers in Miami.
And here's the thing. You could look at Shaq's numbers during his championship years. I don't think Kobe, as prolific of a scorer as he is, ever outpaced Shaq that bad in their championship years.
Shaq was finals MVP every time.
Yeah, come on now.
All right, let me finish it.
He don't know. He don't watch. Martin didn't watch basketball. He just went to the Knicks. He went to the Knicks games. Oh, if you went to the Knicks games, how many times did I bust the Knicks ass? Come on now. If you was at
Knicks been terrible, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Niggas in the control room like, word up, folks.
All right, so now put Shaq on my team, put LeBron and Bosh with me. I'm not gonna win one. You don't think?
Does he have a point?
I'm gonna say he has half of a point, and I'm gonna give it to him like this. I think that if you put those people on anybody's team, they have a better chance of winning. But I don't think that that's the only way Dwyane Wade won.
If Paul Pierce, where he was going all the way to his last game, if he has Shaq averaging 19 points on his team, he's not getting a ring.
He's definitely not getting a ring with Shaq getting 19 points.
That same year.
Not with he's Shaq. No.
Hold on, with Paul Pierce that year, 04, the way he was playing, 03, 04, when Dwyane Wade got that ring, Paul Pierce ain't getting a ring that season with Shaq on his team. We're not talking about Paul Pierce 2013. We're talking about Paul Pierce 2003 and 4.
Let me look up man's stats.
No, when the Spurs running the league.
Yeah, that's not the Spurs and Lakers was going back and forth from like 2001 to 2000 and like what 10.
I'm saying if Shaq is on this team doing that, them years
they're not beating
Paul
the Spurs.
Pierce.
Paul Pierce and Shaq ain't beating the Spurs.
So
what year did the Heat win? The first one with Dwyane Wade and Shaq.
That's That's my job. Hold on, let me pull that up. All right. It says NBA Finals 2006. My bad. I said 04. 2006.
Let me see what Paul Pierce was averaging.
2006 was Paul Pierce averaging. So they played what, the Magic? Wait a minute, that was Eastern Conference, right? Who they played at?
Paul Pierce was averaging 20 points a game. Hell no, he don't get a ring.
Dallas Mavericks. That's what they beat. Dallas Mavericks that year.
Paul Pierce was averaging 19, bro. Ain't no way.
So they're not beating the Dallas Mavericks in 2006.
With both Paul Pierce and Shaq averaging 19? How? How?
That's 40 points, bro.
Wait. They had Alonzo Mourning on that team?
Yes. Watch Alonzo Mourning. Let's not do that.
Gary Payton, Dwyane Wade, Alonzo Mourning. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it then. I'm just asking questions.
Now you give him Bosh and LeBron. Yes, he gets one, but who doesn't?
But you got to keep in mind, Dwayne is younger than Paul Pierce too. So that was what Dwayne's rookie year, sophomore year. No, about when he came the same year as LeBron. So that's the second or third year in the game.
Yeah, it was like his second or third year in the league.
So you got to think about Paul Pierce's age, his second or third year in the league. So,
but you can't because you don't get you can't quantify that because you don't get the Shaq that Dwyane Wade got in Paul Pierce's first 3 years in the league. Because if you give Paul Pierce that Shaq, hell yeah, he wins.
I think that's the point he's trying to make.
But Dwyane Wade didn't have that Shaq.
Because the first 3 years when Paul Pierce was playing, he was playing with Antoine Walker, and they was killing stuff on the East Coast, bro.
Well, right. You also got to think about the Shaq that he would have gotten during that time.
Oh, he'll probably have more rings than Kobe, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
East? I don't know. On the East?
His first 3 years? Nah, because when did Paul Pierce come into the league? Wasn't Mike still in?
Yeah, I think he came in the 90s, late 90s, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, then yeah, he ain't getting none of that. He ain't getting nothing.
Hold on. Paul Pierce, rookie year.
Rookie year was 98.
98, yeah.
So yeah, when's the last ring that didn't Jordan win in 98?
Yeah,
that was his last one, right? Yeah. So Paul Pierce gets nothing.
With Shaq? Oh yeah, with Jordan, it don't matter. Maybe 99.
He gets nothing, bro.
Look, it said his rookie.
I don't care what team you put together in the 90s in the era of Jordan, he gets nothing.
Yeah, it said his rookie year.
And I know David Robinson, Duncan, didn't they get one in the 90s too?
Who?
Yeah, that was like 90 when they played in New York, right?
Paul Pierce and Shaq is not beating Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Yeah, that 99 was the lockout year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they won that. You're right. Paul Pierce and Shaq is not.
Paul Pierce ain't got the firepower for that. Now Kobe, that's different.
I don't know if we talk about getting buckets. Defensively, that's where you fall down.
I think Popovich said that Kobe Bryant's the best player on both sides of the court. I think that was a quote.
Yeah. So that's where you see Paul Pierce fall down. But I think in their primes, I think Paul Pierce goes bucket for bucket with anybody. So I ain't gonna take that from him. Paul Pierce is kind of like a bootleg Carmelo, right? Oh, nah, because he wasn't a bully down low.
Nah, yeah.
Hell no. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's a bootleg. I'm saying he's a bootleg Carmelo.
Carmelo. I think Carmelo could literally get it anywhere.
Are we judging Paul Pierce wrong because his game is not as pretty as Kobe and LeBron?
No, we judging on the only thing we can, results.
He wasn't athletic like those guys.
Nope. Even in high school, when he was in those dunk competitions, he was still woefully unathletic. Like he was barely getting over the rim. I never seen Paul Pierce get bouncy ever.
We was all jumping higher than Paul Pierce.
Exactly. I'm 6'4". My elbow was at the rim. I never seen Paul Pierce with his elbow at the rim, dog. That's crazy.
That's a
And
fact.
if you listen to Garnett's stories about when they was coming up, Paul Pierce always been chunky too.
Yeah.
So have we ever seen Paul Pierce in like prime shape? Probably not.
He had that Carmelo body.
But you can't purely aesthetics though, because Carmelo is stuffing nigga in the rim with his with that body. Paul Pierce is a bucket. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna say how he gets the buckets, but he's a bucket. I think in Paul Pierce's prime, bucket for bucket, he could get it with anybody.
So CJ, you saying your elbows at the rim like this?
Absolutely.
Can
I'm
James
dead
vouch for that? Can James vouch for this?
Yeah, so Paul Pierce,
I'm just playing with you. He's not listening.
19.7. I was looking it up. He averaged 19.7 points for his career. That's not gonna cut
for
it.
his career?
Yeah.
But he's sharing buckets with Antoine Walker. Doesn't that count
Hey,
for something?
you give him any of those other three players he asking about, they gonna get more.
True.
He's touching the ball less. He pushed Shaq. He touches the ball less.
Oh yeah, because he definitely got to go down to Shaq.
That's true.
Yeah,
Shaq gonna demand them touches.
That's a good point.
Especially if you want the prime Shaq, you want the Shaq who was averaging 30 plus. Shaq was touching the ball every time down.
Yeah, LeBron averaged more with Bosh and Dwyane Wade on his team.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Paul Pierce is full of crap. And listen, here's the thing: if Paul Pierce was like, "Bro, I'm one of the greatest players of all time," if he left it at that, I wouldn't disagree with him. But he putting himself in the company of people that he just not in the same league with.
Now, if this would have been T-Mac, I would have said he had the skills of anybody in the league. If it had been T-Mac saying this.
Yeah.
Even without the ring, I'd say I can see why he's saying that, because he's saying I was just as good as anybody in the league.
And he was now, but here's the thing: T-Mac never had any of the teams. And if we talk about Paul Pierce, if you give T-Mac any of the teams that Paul Pierce had, I think he'd get at least one.
Hope he don't get them rings.
Yeah, I think he get at least one. If Paul, because who did Tracy McGrady ever have? Tracy McGrady never had a Robin, did he?
Yeah, Yao Ming. He had Vince. Well, he didn't really have Vince Carter because he was still.
Vince Carter had Tracy McGrady at one point in time, but neither one of them was in their prime at that time.
Yao Ming, he had Yao Ming, but
he had Yao Ming half the time. Yao Ming stayed injured in the Houston days.
Well, who's getting the ring with Yao Ming though?
You said what?
Who's getting the ring with Yao Ming?
Damn, there. I think a healthy Yao Ming and a healthy T-Mac, I think they get one.
I don't know, man. I ain't see it.
Shaq on my team, put LeBron and Bosh with me. I'm not gonna win one. You don't
No.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got your shit on.
You put me, LeBron, and
Isaiah Thomas said.
Me, LeBron, and Bosh. We're not gonna win one.
Yeah.
We're not gonna win a couple.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
that's
though.
true. That's true.
So I'm saying though, like who's the better 3-point shooter?
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
Is he a better scorer? Is he a better scorer? Okay, he averaged more points than me career. I can shoot the three.
He's a better slasher.
I can post up. I can get to the line. Who a better scorer?
See, you know what it is, and I
don't want this to be a knock versus Wade.
No,
Wade
it's not. It's not a knock
but
versus
I'm
Wade.
just saying, like, I think
we in the
that
barbershop.
We
for a long
got
time, my skills went for my career. I can shoot the three.
He's a better slasher.
I can post up. I can get to the line. Who a better scorer?
See, you know what it is, and I
don't want this to be a knock versus Wade.
No,
Wade
it's not. It's not a knock
but
versus
I'm
Wade.
just saying, like, I think
we in the barbershop.
We
for a long time,
right
my skills went unappreciated because I didn't get to play with a lot of great players.
Yeah.
And then I got to play with KG and Ray past their prime. Okay.
Good point.
If 4 years earlier, you put me, Ray, and KG together, you think we ain't walking away with 3 chips?
Right.
That's real. But how did you feel about Ray when he left?
He was disappointed the way.
Go ahead, Soap. Go ahead.
I said nobody wanted to play with them or they would went over there. It's a historic franchise. Nobody looked at Paul Pierce as being the dude enough to go play over there. They win a ring.
Exactly. Nobody. Well, here's the thing. Nobody look at, because I think Paul Pierce is kind of like
That's
Melo.
A different era, though. back then people wasn't teaming up with different superstars, so that's a different era too. Early late 90s, early 2000s. You didn't see superstars linking up with superstars.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
It was a different era, but I mean, like one guy might still move, you know, at a certain time. I mean,
but what one guy? It would have had to be a big.
Come on. When LeBron did that, the league
hey, why we
frowned
talking
at him.
Average 20 points a game? Why we talking about this still?
He just said he was.
You're not winning.
Listen, I agree with him.
Scotty numbers. That's Scotty numbers.
I agree with him. I agree. And here's the thing: for his career, he averaged 20. So when was what year did? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. What year did Paul Pierce was really getting it in?
Even in his rookie year, they say he averaged 60 points a game. I'm like, come on, Paul. Rookie year, that's what you. Come on, AI is not saying that.
Paul Pierce never averaged more than 26 points a game, bro. Never. His highest average was 26.8 points a game in 2005, 2006. He doesn't get a ring, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a ring. With any of those people you put on there, and you know, even if he does, he gets it because of them and not because of him. Which he can't compare himself to Dwyane Wade. Even if he does get one, he can't compare himself to Dwyane Wade in that aspect.
If we're gonna say he can get a ring, who's he taking it from? That's what I want to know. Who's he taking that ring from?
Nah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
He's not being, you know, it took Kobe and Shaq and a Derek Fisher crazy shot to beat the Spurs. So he's not beating the Spurs none of them years, period.
Yeah, he definitely not. Especially with Bruce Bowen for 7 games.
Yeah.
Nah, he not getting off.
It took Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, because I don't think Paul Pierce is athletic enough to shake a Bruce Bowen and like. Well, Paul Pierce is gonna get his 20 points, but you need more than that.
Kobe was doing more than 20 though. Kobe was doing more than 20, especially when Shaq.
Kobe's also very athletic. Kobe is a different.
But shit, Kobe don't pass as much as Paul Pierce. Let's keep that in mind now.
What?
I gotta look that up.
Paul Pierce never averaged more than 5 assists per game. I bet you if you look up Kobe, I bet you Kobe averaged at least that.
Kobe's one of the great. He averaged 6 a game. I think Kobe averaged 6 a game for his career. Yeah, I think.
6 what? Assists?
Yeah. He's one of the top assist people of all time.
Not the most
Kobe Bryant
players, though.
Yeah.
And for his career, Paul Pierce averaged 3.5. So he definitely not like. This is what I'm saying. That Paul Pierce can wax poetic all he wants, but at the end of the day, we got to look at results. We got to look at stats. You have to at least look at them too. So all he's going off of right now is theory, but you add numbers or logic to any of those theories, and they all fall short.
This is true.
I know Cam and Mace they're not an analytical sports show, so they're not gonna press him like we would. Like I'm gonna ask him. Like I'm gonna ask him the question that James asked. I'm gonna ask him, Paul Pierce, who you taking them rings from? Put whatever team you want to put together. Who you taking them rings from, bro?
Good question.
Based on what we know about you.
That's what we want to know. No, that's what I want to know. I want to know the smoke.
Okay, no, he don't want to lead. He don't want to lead us. Let's go.
In the run we had in 2008, I had to play against LeBron and Kobe. Was I better than them in them series?
You were actually.
What about 2009?
2009, KG got hurt. I didn't get a chance to play against LeBron. We won 63 games. We won 63 games, and KG missed like 30 games.
Right.
And so,
what about 2010?
We went to the finals and lost.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know that.
We lost. Ron Artest was a big part of that.
Right.
Al Gasol.
Right.
Kobe, as great as Kobe was in the final game 7, he shot like 6 for 28. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But defensively,
I held my own against the greatest.
I agree with that.
And on a lot of nights, I was better than them.
Yeah,
right.
I just wasn't the flashy one. I wasn't the one with the most popular opinion. I wasn't. They was like Boston Celtics. Nobody ever liked the Boston Celtics.
No, you wasn't winning.
Everybody liked the Lakers. Everybody liked.
Nah, there's
motherfuckers
niggas
that's
that like
dunking on everybody,
there's
doing the
niggas that like
windmills and all
Boston.
that. But I was more physical, and I was bringing that hard hat every night.
Right.
Pause.
And everybody hated me. I get booed in these arenas.
Right.
I got booed at the All-Star game. So what? I could wear the black hat.
Mhm.
That was me. So it's an unpopular opinion. Everybody gonna say this and that, but on my best days, I'm with them.
I agree. I'm not and listen, I wasn't when I seen y'all talking about the Wade thing, I thought that was a great debate until you just said what you said, because I'm a Dwyane Wade fan as well.
Yeah.
But then when you broke down if you had those people on the team, because
What did he do without them?
LeBron's the best.
What did them
is a great GM player.
Like, what did Wade do without them?
He didn't do anything. That's a great point.
Mm.
But what did you do without KG and
same thing?
Thank you,
Good
thank you, Cam. Good question, right?
Same thing.
Okay, so
average 27 didn't make the.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay. So
average 27 didn't make the playoffs first round exit. Same thing.
That's what I'm saying. So
Keep that same energy.
Exactly. Let's talk about it.
Exactly. Florida.
Hey, let's talk about it.
yeah, he